In Easter, we celebrate what Jesus came here to do. He was born, he had to be born to do what he did in Easter, no? And that is to show his love for us by suffering for us, going through the passion, and being crucified, the worst death one could face. And then, and this is the important thing, that's why Easter is the culmination of all the celebrations we may have throughout the year. In Easter, we celebrate the victory of Jesus over death and over sin, because those are the two things that were introduced in the world through disobedience to God, through sin. Jesus really, by dying for us and then resurrecting, he shows that he has conquered all the evil that there may be around.
For Christians, when we talk of Jesus, we talk of the Son of God. For perhaps non-believers don't believe that he is the Son of God. But the fact that Jesus as a figure existed, the whole Passover, the whole story of Easter, very well documented as in the history books, not only in a biblical sense.
Yeah, we know from the beginning of the church, the celebration of what we call the Mass, which is what we celebrate on Thursday. Today, we celebrate the Last Supper. That started being celebrated, in homes, because there were no churches at the time, by the early Christians. So they realized that what Jesus did in the Last Supper, and which he said, "Do this in memory of me," it has to continue. And for the last 2,000 years, that was the continuum in the church, the Mass, which also celebrates what we are celebrating in these days, the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus.
An increasingly secular society, an increasingly secular world, does Easter, do you feel, still have a meaning?
Well, for those who don't believe and who can't care less about the Christian faith, obviously, it would be just another holiday, like Christmas is for those who don't believe. But for the Christians, this should mean something. You see, there is an episode in the Gospel, in the Passion, when Pilate says to the crowd, "Behold the man." And behold the man there, he presents Jesus, who is broken. He has been scourged, he has been crowned with thorns, has been taunted, spit on, insulted, everything. And what we do nowadays is do what Pilate is telling us to do. Behold the man. We look at Jesus and we realize that that man is the love of God. That man, what sin means, how cruel humanity can be. But at the same time, the arms of the cross, let's put it that way, are the arms on which Jesus was crucified, and those are the arms that will embrace humanity in all its sinfulness. It's like, I read this example, when a child goes into a tantrum, his mother picks him up and she holds him tight so that his tantrum eventually, she consoles him sort of, and then he quietens down. The love of the mother quietens down the crying, the tantrum of the child. That's what God is doing. He embraces us whenever we do anything against him, when we go against him, and he continues to love. That's the mystery.